In the words of John Lennon, I believe in God, but not as one thing, not as an old man in the sky. I believe that what people call God is something in all of us. I believe that what Jesus and Muhammad and Buddha and all the rest said was right. It's just that the translations have gone wrong. And so, once upon a time, Sagar began his day with the Surya Puja, the worship of the sun god, which was just after he had had his bath. He would then go to the temple he had built in the house and do a lengthier puja. He would give the idols a bath, change the clothes of the gods, lay the prasad in front of them, and do the chanting of various invocations. His wife Renu offered to help him on many occasions, but he insisted on doing it himself. Sagar's father, a great devotee himself, made sure the morning puja was his domain up until the stroke paralyzed him, and now he lay in bed. All he could do now was hear the soothing chants and the smell of incense sticks gently blowing his way. Sagar would finish his rituals and then go to his father and offer him the aarti. For Sagar, the joy on his father's face as he grabbed the blessings was unpurchasable. But he also recognized that for his father, the greatest blessing was that his son had taken after him. Sagar did the puja with even more belief and faith than perhaps his father had. Renu watched the scene unfold every morning, and it filled her with a deep sense of peace. She was fortunate to have married a man like Sagar. So much divinity and holiness. 3 days after Dasera, in the early hours of the morning, Sagar's father passed away peacefully in his sleep. Renu knew it was best for her father-in-law to be released from the prison of his body. He lived in too much pain and helplessness. Somewhere, she also knew that Sagar wanted the same thing. But his grief was difficult to watch. Sagar was beyond devastated. But that did not stop him from carrying out his father's last rites exactly the way his father would have wanted them. The funeral, the fourth day rites, taking the ashes to the Ganga and calling the Brahmins for the ritualistic meal, Sagar did everything that should be done. The whisper amongst the neighbors and the relatives was of envy and appreciation. Everyone wanted a son like Sagar. A month after his father had passed away, Sagar took all the idols from the temple, covered them with red cloth, then he put them away carefully. He wrapped the various holy books and texts in specially ordered boxes. He asked the flower seller to stop coming with the flowers and gave the incense sticks away to the neighbors who had wanted them. Renu knew it was anger. God had taken his father away from him, and now he did not want to worship that cruel God. It was an emotional response, but a common one. Renu decided to have a chat with him after dinner. I know you're angry, but death comes to everybody, Sagar. It's not an injustice meted out just to you. Renu held his hand as Sagar lay in bed, absently watching the fan go round and round. I'm not angry, Sagar said evenly. Then why did you put the gods away, the books? Because I never believed in idols and rituals. Sagar gave Renu a loving smile. You what? Renu looked aghast. Yeah. I did all that only because my father liked it. I loved him, So I did it for him. It made him happy. You mean you don't believe in God? Her husband further perplexed Renu. Of course I do, Sagar replied. I don't understand, Sagar. Renu, when you understand that God is not in the idols, but God is love, people on this planet will matter to you more than an idea of a super being. I never worshipped an idea for my father. I worshipped my father through an idea. What else is God? Renu stared at Sagar speechless. She wondered if this was what was meant by prayer.